So if I double click this, I'll get it for free? I will. I think that's wrong. I think that... I don't know if this free building should apply to everything. But I'll accept it for now. We got a big bonus to population stuff here, which means things like these farms, which is good. But I'm not going to build that yet. I'm going to take this one for free. I'm going to go and build one basic factory here. Oh, the solar plant is quite cool. It gives you the same manufacturing boost. Basic factory gives you 25%. Solar plant also gives you 25%. But factory gives adjacent factories +1. Solar plant gives adjacent factories +2. So it becomes this like placement thing. I don't know. Like it. More research labs over here. Boom, boom, boom. Let me save that spot over there. More approval. We're going to have lots of approval. Let's put that down. Let's put a farm over here. Let's go with our approval building, which is our entertainment center over there. And, I don't know, start putting down some market centers in a few places because we're going to need a little bit of extra money. Sure, something like that. I don't know. What time is it? We've got about 15 minutes left to go. We did get some more pragmatic points, so we can get something else. Did I already take this? No. Okay, that's what we can unlock. So again, the preparedness center, the coordinated shipyards operate 100% at twice the distance from your colony. Oh, nice. Okay, so you can put more planets working the same shipyard and not get as much of a production penalty, which is pretty good. More trade licenses. We got to start doing the trade thing soon. And I don't need this neutral thing. We probably want just like more and more trade route income. Oh, more mining. New starbases get one additional module to start with. No, I want that. Okay, we're going to coordinate our shipyards, which isn't going to affect us much right now, but wow. Very good. We still haven't colonized Mars. Altarian resistance, what do they want? They want research specialization. What, for free? You already hate me. Terran Alliance is its own adversity to deal with. I'm sure you understand if we cannot give you the help you request. That's a very polite way to say, F off, not interested. We are still working on a colony ship, because I really want to dump it here to connect up our territory. I think it's going to be quite good. Some thulium there that would be nice to grab. Another constructor ship is fine too. We don't have the money to quick build either one, because we just don't have much money right now. Might be able to trade for some more, but no. Don't need to do that. This constructor ship is... Oh yeah, we're going to get that culture relic. So we're going to play long enough to get that culture relic, assuming we don't get pirated along the way. Good. One thing I can do, my soul shipyard. I'm still not getting the... We've got 2 extra planets here, but the distance penalties are huge. Oh, actually 0% over here. So yes, we'll have Juna help. And wow, yeah, that distance decay thing is massive. It's just a flat minus 50%. Is that how it works? I assumed it was cutting it by half, but it might be going like negative 50%. So these things that had like a 21% penalty are now much, much, much lower. Oh, that's really good. So we're getting a lot more production at the shipyard now. Good. Merit is still working on its own, which is okay. But now our colony ship's going to come a lot faster. Okay, very happy about that. Yeah, this pirate fleet, dude. My survey ship. Actually, my survey ship might be okay. Survey ship starts off a little bit armed. But that's a big pirate fleet. So this could work the cultural relic here. Which I suppose is fine. Yeah, I'll build the starbase here. Doesn't seem to be anything down here. I don't think we'd be able to reach that planet now anyway. Okay. Construct starbase. We need to research. Let's do that. I think it's time for us to start considering... Oh, give me a +1 move to all my ships. I really like that one. And then this starbase here. This we can build the Xenoarchaeology Lab. And that will work the relic that we found, which is, I think, going to give us some extra culture, which is nice. I'll also go and request a constructor over here, so that a constructor will be queued at one of our shipyards, and will automatically be sent here once it's done, which is great, because I want to get some more modules going. I want to start defending these bases, especially this one over here. Well, tell me exactly what it does. Effects, cultural relic. Study it, unlock mysteries. I don't know. There's a way to find out ship range, rally points, trade routes, influence. Oh, okay, it shows up there. There used to be... Oh, there we go. Okay, influence, right? 100% Terran Alliance, and you see a number. There's a physical number. So, especially here where our borders touch, this becomes really interesting. So here, this tile is 59% under my control, 41% the your singularity, and I have more points. And then on the other side, it's the other way around. In fact, the yours have quite a bit more on this side than I do. But if we can get more cultural output coming over here, you can see, which one is it? Influence is 52. And it's growing by 1.1 per turn. And that will like keep spreading out from here. So you can see here it's worth 49, 41, 30, and it falls off. Oh, and the ore technically there, but at 0, and so on. So I might want to go and compete with the influence. I do actually have a consulate queued. Okay, it's queued. And it will produce like quite a bit more influence here once that kicks in. And you can, like, these influence wars, I love that part of the game. Really, really exceptionally well done. Okay, apparently I told someone to go survey something. I don't know how that happened. Oh, nice to meet a friendly face. Look forward to doing business with you. Oh, these guys are traders, so they'll probably like me quite a bit, actually. I think they tend to lead towards pragmatic. A new ship. Earth doesn't have much population left. But I still like the idea of grabbing as many people as possible. Now, we don't currently have a planet to land them on. Oh, no, I want to put them over here. That's right. Colony ship. Come over here. Solidify this chunk of space for me. It's not the greatest planet, although it's still better than Mars. Hyperdrive specialization, +1 move. Really like high movement. Orbital Manufacturing allows us to build ships with a small hull, as well as add mining barracks to our star bases. Oh, and we can start building freighters. I think we've got, what? The ability to build 2 trade routes right now? Govern, trade... No, we only have 1 trade license right now. So... Seoul, since we don't need another colony ship right now, build me 1 freighter so we can do our first trade route. But then I will start going to my star bases and asking for... You want optimized research, you'll give me 153 BCs. I would much rather... Let me make a counter offer here. I'd rather tech. How about trade route optimization or expanded trade, so we get an extra license. And I will sweeten the deal by giving you some soil enhancement. Ooh, no, really. How much money do you want? More than I can offer. All right, and interstellar travel. Almost good enough. There we go, and I'll give you 130 bucks for that. I know, I'm not sure that I'm doing, like, it's fine. It's fine, we'll give up more. It's fine. So now, if I go to my trade screen, I got 2 trade licenses. So I will, in fact, at the Seoul shipyard, put up another freighter after that, and I'll start making some serious bucks. Buko cash. What do we have here? Antimatter. So it feels like, I don't know. I feel like the AI are being more aggro about trade than I'm used to in previous versions of Galciv. It could be because I'm missing something, of course. Or they might have just changed their AI. Oh, we got some boost towards our orbital manufacturing tech. Not quite enough to finish it, but getting close. Speaking of getting close to finishing, we've only got about 10 minutes left. Here we go, orbital manufacturing. Moving our ship construction operations to microgravity environments will eventually allow for the construction of massive structures. We're not quite there yet, but the first step out of the well was always going to be the biggest. We can now build small hulls. We can also specialize to have 10% boost to our military manufacturing, 5% more logistics, which means bigger fleets, which is really good, or 10% more capacity in our hulls, which means each ship gets better. Quite hard to decide. Quite hard to decide. I'm just going to go for building them faster. It's fine. If I look... I find out exactly... There we go. Points per turn. Yeah, I don't know how all the numbers end up factoring in here. But anyway. Colonies planet. Okay. I'm going to look at the chat. Now. Macior. Planet Macior. All right, animals to tame. The terrain on this planet has proven very challenging for our conventional ground vehicles to deal with. And some colonists have begun capturing and taming a hardy local species of marsupials to use for hopping around between buildings and colonies. The animals are well suited to the work and don't seem to be suffering, but there have been a few accidents, and animal rights activists across the galaxy are demanding the practice be banned. What are your orders? The Benevolent Option. This is shockingly primitive, disrespectful of the inherent rights of these beasts have, and looks a bit silly. End the practice at once. Any animal too tame to return to the wild can be kept as pets. Gives us a 10% approval bonus. Pragmatic Option. If the animals aren't overly suffering, what's the harm? Allow the practice to continue, but at least begin monitoring and regulating it. Okay, and 10% boost to manufacturing. And finally, the Malevolent Option. Would the animals work harder if they were suffering? See if you can find a way to make the animals suffer. 15% bonus to manufacturing. Hey, Darksiders, thanks for the resub. Let's go with the approval bonus on this one, because, you know, animals are cute. What do we have here? Planetfall. Reported location of the original scouts set foot on this world. Bonus to influence in this tile, and adjacency bonus to wealth. Okay, well, what I'm going to do... I don't think I'm going to get any more of these, like, one-shots. This planet's not going to be important enough to do that. So we'll use maybe the first tile to get a basic factory. So we got some basic tech. So we'll get that for free. And I'll build another one adjacent. Just a little bit of production. It's going to be able to send us to a shipyard later on, which is fine. But it's actually quite close to the enemy borders. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and drop a consulate here, because it's got the bonus to influence as well. Consulate. Yeah, you know, the bonus. And I think I'm just going to fill the planet with consulates. It's just going to start, you know, pushing back a little bit of the borders, because I can. We're almost done this this episode. We might continue this next week, next Saturday. We'll see if people want this or what game they're interested in. But I like the influence stuff. And if we can set ourselves up to start working towards an influence victory, I would not be sad. Sandy says, Quill, you just said no to kangaroo cavalry. Damn it, when you say it that way, I'm really sad. I can see here, this place is feeding the cultural relic. Ah. Influence growth colony, 10%. Influence growth Starbase, 10%. We do get a little influence here, but we'll be able to get even more later on. I think the ideal with the cultural rings is you get them to cover a planet, and they make that planet have even more influence. So actually, what we should do is build a Starbase that's in range of Macior over here. That's got the cultural ring, which will dramatically increase the push over here. You see, this is technically your space, but it's only a 0.2. I'm willing to bet, give it a couple of turns, and we'll flip that over. Ooh. Precursor buildings. Oh, we completed the project, building project instantly somewhere. And it just happened to be the technological capital on Yuna. Or Juna. Very nice. Oh, alright, our first battle. Hey! There's combat in this game! I mean, the thing is, I like combat. I like, you know, beating up on people and feeling superior, but I can feel superior to the people in this game without, like, ever firing a shot, and it feels really good. So one of our scouts has been engaged by a pirate. This pirate has a 2-beam attack, and that's it. It's also tiny, just like mine, 25 hit points. Problem is, I'd have no weapons or anything like that. There's no tactical combat mode. It's basically like your standard 4X, you know, you sort of bump into each other, pew! Someone wins, right? But there is an ability to do the view battle, which is just purely cinematic candy. It's nice though, you know. Like we can look around and see we're gonna start to get shot here, and we're not gonna be able to do anything about it. We don't, as far as I know, there's no ability to influence the outcome of this fight. We can just basically watch the effects. We can go ahead and adjust the playback speed if we want, make it go faster. A little loud. We were defeated. And we could have just gone quick battle and we just told us the results basically right away. So yeah, there we go. And that's what it looks like in quick battle. They just blow each other up. So that's fine. Losing a few scouts to pirates from time to time is pretty typical. We might lose these scouts as well too. That's why I built a few spares. Yeah, sorry, it was really loud. Don't watch a Quill versus Pirates crash a lot in 6.1. Ah, still beta builds. I did have one hang when invading a planet, although if I recall correctly from the emails, that has been resolved, which is nice. It was an earlier beta. Skilled starship construction. Ah, yes! So we get our 10% military manufacturing. Very good. What else might we want to look at? How about we become diplomatic trade value? I want to get better trades. Get a little bit of that. About 3 minutes to go. Quill 18, a few spare scouts. How pragmatic of you. Exactly! It's totally pragmatic. Gonna finish freighters, gonna finish a constructor. Very good. Set freighter launch homeworld. With multiple sponsors. We'll have it launch from Earth. That seems reasonable. And we will have it trade with... I guess we'll have it trade with Iconia over here. The capital of the Yours. You can also trade with minor races. But we'll just send it over here. So the longer the trade route, if I recall, the more money you get. Also, this will arrive, and then we'll set up a trade route, and you'll see a little line afterward. And then what you want to do, ideally, if you want to make the big bucks, is you set up a bunch of economic starbases along the way. And it will just make... it'll give you extra cash at each one. So this is an economic starbase over here. And right now, it's just giving total production. But you can see, I've unlocked a lot more modules already. So I can get a few more of these. Is it the economic one? Maybe there's a different one that will give me more trade bonus. I don't know. We should actually start requesting some constructors. Let's request a couple of them. So this has queued up a couple of constructors at some shipyard to get there. One's about to finish a constructor, and I'm curious to see if it's one that's queued up to go somewhere or if it'll ask me to go somewhere. Passionate communicator. The way we see the universe doesn't have to be unique to us. By clearly communicating our thinking to outside parties, they may begin to seeing the same way as us, boosting whatever effect we hope our ideology might cause. What about commerce specialization? 10% more gross income. Supportive population, +4 morale bonus. Designated trading partners, gets another trade route. I mean, it's too early at this point for me to know like what the strong combo is. I know that trade routes can make you sick amounts of money, especially if you support them with economic starbases. But a flat bonus to morale sort of makes everything better. Now, here's the question. Hold on. I thought this was going to be like 4%. Is just a flat +4? Because all my colonies have a +3 morale right now from their colony capital. Plus whatever buildings I might have built. +4 extra morale is a lot. I'm going to go with that. Let's take a look. Earth, how you looking? Oh, I haven't researched it yet. Let's finish the tech. Hey, Kid Courageous, thanks for the sub. I'm really curious. Okay, that starbase, that constructor rather, did not belong to someone already. So let's go ahead. Take a look at that tile first of all. Do I not get a tooltip? Maybe because I had something selected. Yeah, you can see here, this tile's almost flipped over to my ownership, which is great all by itself. But I'm going to speed it along. I'm going to go ahead and move my constructor ship over here, and we'll build an influence starbase or something. It's tempting to build a mining starbase because of the Durantium. Now you can have multiple starbases in the same area. Each one is specialized as something, but you can have many starbases sort of overlapping. Eric, thank you very much for the sub, or E-Rich, I don't know. If we go there we go. It'll actually cover the capital as well. So let's go ahead, construct a starbase here. We got to update it, upgrade it. So we want culture. 10%. So this by itself gives us a 1 point of influence growth from this starbase itself, and gives a 10% bonus to every tile within it. The culture growth. So this can really multiply a lot. So we're going to get that. We'll also request another constructor. You can see one of the things we've also unlocked. We already have the ability to build a cultural forum, which will give us an extra 10% twice. They must be affecting like two slightly different things, like space, like the space influence and the colony influence, or something like that. And some of these tooltips I think need to be clarified a little bit. But I mean, right away, we went and grabbed a bunch of extra territory. But if we keep looking here, I suspect that we will continue to flip some of these tiles as is and just take more land, which is awesome. Iridium Company, or Corporation, would like to mark our friendship with a gift of knowledge of trade route optimization. I mean, it does help probably that I'm playing on the low difficulty, but it is awfully nice when you play a game and you actually get rewarded for being diplomatic. And they do like me. Was that the Kryn? No, that was the Iridiums, who like me a lot. I do have a ship in their zone of control right now, which they're a little bit fussy about. But other than that, same ideology. We're relatively distant, which means no risk of war. And we have a high skill in diplomacy. They love me. Boom. Nice. Cool. Thanks for the resub. Oh, it's past 5:02. Hold on. I want to finish that tech, the supportive population. I want to see if that's as awesome as I think. I don't actually know how the morale math works in. Like, oh, yeah, finish. Okay. 100% approval, because we have more morale than population. And if I check the numbers before and after, I'm pretty sure... Like, morale doesn't show up in the list of stuff here. But I think it affects the raw numbers. It boosts influence, growth, and resistance. Oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe it's just growth. High approval. Okay. And influence. And resistance. Okay, so it doesn't actually affect your production. Still, more growth ain't bad. I wonder if you get low morale, if it hurts things. Still, more influence is really good. Push out our borders some more. And then, even more upgrades. Look at this. Shopping centers, financial capitals, shopping centers. Oh, they're on the world, but... Oh, orbital shopping centers. Huh? Like... I don't know why. I love trade. I love trade. I like economy. I like building. And yeah, it's fun to do the warfare and stuff like that. But I just love the fact that you can just sit here and just like make an empire that's just based about making money, having super good diplomacy, so everyone loves you and no one wants to declare war on you, and then just pushing your culture and winning that way. It entertains me so much. So that's going to end today's stream for Galactic Civilization 3. If you did enjoy it, first of all, if you're new to the channel, to the stream, you can follow me here, of course, at twitch.tv/Quill18, but mostly I'm a YouTuber. Oh, Renufuk, I missed your subscription. Sorry about that. Mostly I'm a YouTuber, youtube.com/Quill18. I put multiple videos per day on the YouTube. So you can find a lot of strategy and simulation game content there. I stream twice a week. I stream on Wednesday afternoons and Saturday afternoons Eastern time. If you do follow the Twitch channel, you should get an email when we go live. And if you do follow me on YouTube, I always put an announcement video there. It's 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday and noon Eastern time on Saturdays. And again, if you follow me on YouTube, I always put a countdown timer there, so you can click on that and find out exactly when the next stream is. Also, I think in the chat you can do something like !next stream or something. Sencha knows everything. Sencha literally knows everything and you know, manages everything, so she'll be able to put that proper command in there. And yeah, fun times. So thank you very much for everyone tuning in. Congratulations to everyone who won the giveaways. That was pretty excellent, and I will see you guys next time. And enjoy a couple of commercials, you know, for me, please. See you soon.